Back to breaking news out of the East Valley, a deadly plane crash in Chandler.
Yeah, we've now confirmed it is deadly. Nicole Christine joins us live from the scene with some more information. Nicole.
Yeah, hey guys, we were able to move to a different location so I can actually show you more of the scene behind me. This is private property beyond this fence, and this is where the crash took place near a warehouse. Now, you can see part of the body of the plane. You can also see there is a large area that has been taped off by police. Police are on scene investigating. The fire department, we spoke with them briefly before they left. They were able to confirm one person on board was deceased. We do know the NTSB will be here in the morning, is what Chandler Fire said, in terms of the next steps in the investigation. But right now, local police are on scene to collect any evidence and any sort of witness information they can. Again, this is a warehouse where this crashed outside in the property. So there are likely some workers who may have seen something. We also want to show you another video that was sent to us by a viewer. This was taken at a nearby park, and it shows the immediate aftermath of the crash. You can see the big billowing black smoke. There were flames involved with the crash as well. Now that we know it was fatal, it makes sense seeing some of the damage that we did from SkyFOX as well. It did look, as we discussed near the start of the show, like it would be difficult to walk away from this crash. We do know now, tragically, one person on board has been pronounced dead. Details continue to be slim as far as what happened exactly on board. We know from the air traffic control information that we shared earlier in the show that there was not a lot of time that this plane was up in the air. It seems like they had just departed from Chandler Municipal Airport, and not long after that is when air traffic control started to report and tell another pilot to take a look and see what they could see, because it seemed like that plane had gone down. So we're going to continue to stay here on scene. If there's anything else, any witnesses that may arrive or anyone who may have seen something, we'll be talking with them. But right now, what we're able to confirm, one person dead in this small plane crash. NTSB will take over the investigation from here, and Chandler Fire tells us they are supposed to be arriving to the scene in the morning. Live in Chandler, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
Nicole, it's hard kind of to piece this together from the pictures we have, but just explain where that warehouse is in relation to the airfield at Chandler, because apparently the pilot took off and then shortly after crashed. Would that appear that he had to try to circle back to the airport to end up where he did?
Yeah, it's unclear exactly what movements they were making. It seemed like he was traveling south from some of the imagery that we've seen, but it's really kind of unclear at this time exactly what his movements were. We do know we're at McQueen and Queen Creek roads, so that is close by the airport. We know it's not very far, and again, it sounds like from that ATC audio that we heard that he was not up, they were not up in the air. Sorry, we don't know the gender of this person yet, but we don't know if the pilot was up in the air very long. It doesn't seem like it, though, because the air traffic control said just departed and had just gone down right afterward. So we'll continue to kind of piece together what we can here on the scene, but I think a lot of it is going to have to be determined by NTSB once they arrive as well.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for reporting out there.
Thanks, Nicole.
Yep.